What is going on, guys? It's Diamond Day and Mavic back for another video, and really quick, can we just give a shout out to Hamdingo for that amazing video? I was completely ecstatic when you made that for me. Thank you so much for that. Also, guys, and another shout out for this video, if you like the music that you're listening to, this is one of my good friends, RDG, who is a music producer. He was kind enough to let me use his songs for these videos. So if you like what you hear, you want to check out Spotify or Amazon Music, I will provide a link at the bottom. But guys, let's get into everything going on in this video. Really quick, if you haven't checked out the blog, a few additions. Zombie Iron Man is coming to the game. Also, Rogue Scourge is now ongoing. I want to give a recommendation for that in a few minutes. Coordinated Assault is starting on the 19th. I believe that is a Wednesday. Last time it was slated for the 20th, I think, in the monthly blog. So either that was a typo or they pushed it up a day. Shadowland Rumble Blitz is also coming. Famine Saga, in which you can get her upgraded ability, and also new Horseman skin will be launching shortly. I believe that's next week as well. There is a Milestone 3 orb that's coming. If you haven't seen that, pretty much they are moving Kestrel and Deadpool to that Milestone 3 orb. I don't think they said where Emma is going. And then also Icarus and Xerxes is going into the premium orb, where there'll be that special drop. So if you've been hoarding those premium orbs, this is the time to now open them to max out your Icarus and Xerxes. Really quick also about the Rogue Scourge. So I know a lot of people, this is a second run for us, and a lot of people are trying to 7-star her, and people are doing higher difficulties, more Scourges, all that good stuff. Honestly, as a recommendation, I wouldn't go crazy on this. Unless you're guaranteed to 7-star her this Scourge, don't go crazy and trying to get a better score. Just understand, I'm kind of taking this a little bit easy. I might end up in the 3 to 4% range, and just understand, unless you are guaranteed to max her out at 7 stars, you ending up in the top 3,000, 4,000 and not maxing her is the equivalent of me being in my 3 to 4%, because then we're both just gonna max her out the next Scourge. And all the difference is that you had a bigger headache than I did this Scourge than I did if we're getting to the finish line at the exact same time. So again, guys, take it a little easy this Scourge, unless you honestly know you're gonna 7-star her. Just relax a little bit on it. Also, for the month totals, it looks like with everything going on next week, we're going to end at 279,200 of the special items for the month-long event. It looks like we're getting down to the wire. I think the last item is usually about 100,000, so we're keeping an eye on this number to push towards the 400,000. I might just fill in all this here, because it looks like they are giving us 2,200 every single day, so I just might fill this out just to really get a better idea. All right, guys, let's dive into the events going on next week. Next week is going to be for Spider-Man Noir, Night of the Spider, and there are 3 different milestones that all go into a larger milestone. So looking at this one right here, you get points for collecting evidence, which there's a little, we'll talk about that. Battling in war and spending your campaign energy. It looks like to complete the whole milestone, you need 200,000 points. To get the last special item is going to be 77,500. One thing they're doing here, though, I want to say this is what they did. I forgot who was the last person they did it with, whether it wasn't Hulkbuster. Can't remember, but I know they did this with Sunfire, where they made these absurd milestones at the very end in order to really get a higher star. Right here are some Spider-Man Noir shards, which I believe guarantees a 4-star or 5. I can't remember, but all the other shards here that you see, this guarantees pretty much a 3-star unlock. So and we'll dive into why this is really just unattainable. And, you know, even the Phantom X one, that's an easy get to. Some of these here might be a little bit easier to get to, either the 93,000 or the 102, but this last one, don't bother with it. Honestly, all this stuff here isn't even worth the money and the resources that you would spend to finish this milestone. You're probably better off just buying these items separately. Like, had you bought Spider-Man Noir for 50 bucks, that probably would have saved you money and resources compared to what it would actually take to finish this milestone. So looking at the first milestone that goes into the overall milestone is the Spider Shadows milestone. So this is going to be a Crucible milestone. This one is not too bad. I asked everybody what they had their unlimited X-Men stars at because you get more points, but it's actually not that big of a deal to do that. If you just take them off defense or already using them for offense, if you use them in 3 different Crucible battles, that's 6,000 points already done. The remaining is 7,500. It's a really easy milestone at only 13,000 points. That is equivalent to 10 wins. So you could do 4 wins in one, 3 wins in another, 3 wins in another, and you complete the milestone. The only other way to complete this, if you don't have your unlimited X-Men on offense, if they are on defense, you have to get perfect wins. You have to clear all 6 every round in order to finish the event. So you might as well just put them on offense. It's an easy squeezy, lemon peasy type of win. So just do that. The Hard-Boiled Milestone. Weird ass name. This is going to be blitzing with, and of course, more points for your unlimited X-Men. Again, a situation where depending on your stars, there's not that big of a difference. The way I broke it down, I did see if, you know, did I misspell hard boil? I can't spell. Spell check. Depending on their stars, it's not that big of a difference. If you have one of your team members 5 or 6 stars, you're doing 17 rotations. Looking at if you have 5 of them at 5 or 6 stars, you're doing 14 rotations. The points are not a big difference. And this is, of course, now that we're at 43 teams, 35 wins out of 43, give you a little wiggle room to mess up some blitz. So on average, looks like 15 rotations, 7 days. You're doing what? 2-3 rotations a day. Another easy event. Also, with the increase in the blitz drops, I know nobody wants to hear this and you're all rolling your eyes when I say this, it's a little bit better blitzing now. You're getting on average like around 500 blitz credits versus like 300, 350. So I might as well just knock this one out of the park a little bit early on. Breaking down every milestone for each, let's see, so the overall milestone, you get points, collecting your evidence. The way that they said it, it's not like riddles or anything. It looks like they're just actually giving it to us in our inboxes in the, I think it said web store. So you have to check throughout the day in the web store, which I think was incredibly stupid the way they worded it. You know, I don't know if it's gonna drop at random times. I don't know if it's gonna drop at game reset. So I guess just check back, but there should be one a day. So every day, 3,000 points, 21,000. This one I forgot to mention, sorry. 300 points per war battle, 14 attacks, 3 wars, 12,600. This one we're going to change up in a minute just to kind of see a difference. But if you're spending your 600 a day energy, 4 points, 7 days, 16,800. Completing the Spider Shadow milestone, you get your 13,000 points from that goes into the main milestone. Hard Boil milestone, you get 17,400 points that pour into the main milestone. And then there is a daily web milestone that you have to battle and raid. I believe it's 50 points per raid battle, 400 points, your 8 battles. We do that anyway. 5,600. The milestone goal to hit in order to get the last special item is only 77,500. This is one of the first times that we can actually go over that and actually get more milestones. 86,400 for just doing what I would consider the bare minimum. You might get less if you're not doing your 14 attacks in war, but you could always make up some points with your energy. So I think these are the only 2 places in which you could take a slight dip, whereas everything else is essentially guaranteed if you complete them. Looking at that 86,400, going back to the main milestone, 86,400 gets us that 4 red star Phantom X, which kind of sucks. They usually did 5 stars, so I'm a little bummed out that they're only doing 4 for that. What I was talking about before with the energy though, if you want to spend more energy a day, let's say you want to do what, 1,000 energy a day, 4 points, 4,000 points, 7 days, 7, 14, 21, 28. 28, let's say you get your 28,000, that brings us to 97,600. That's going to get us the next milestone, which is 20 more shards of Spider-Man New War. If you need it, you need it. If you don't, not a big deal. The following milestone after that, it's not really anything worth really going above and beyond for. Now, this energy thing, this is why I don't like this event, and I was like the later milestones, and I was explaining earlier. So all of this other stuff here is guaranteed. You can't go higher than that. So the completion of this milestone is completely dependent on energy, unless they give you offers in which I think sometimes you can buy points towards the event. But I broke down the math. If you didn't want to buy any offers, you'd have to spend 4,658 energy a day. Let me repeat that for the people in the background. A day to complete this. No, that's just a no. We're not doing that. So if you want to go higher, feel free, but I think 1,000 energy is absolute max that you should be doing. Nothing more than that. So that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Pretty easy, self-explanatory event. You just got to complete the other 3, battle and war, spend some energy, and you're good to go. So I will be dropping this for the first time on Reddit. Hopefully this can gain a little bit of traction, and this helps out other players in the community. If you like what you heard, drop a like, drop a comment, share to your alliance, and as always, if you guys have recommendations and you like what you heard, how I did it, all that good stuff, let me know. I always enjoy doing these videos. So, all right, guys, take it easy, and let's go ahead and kill it.